Thanks for joining us on another edition of AEHL Rinkside. Troy Gillard with you. Very pleased to be joined this time around by one of the goaltenders from the U18 AAA division, Cam Doucette with the Calgary Northstars. Cam, how's it going today?
I'm doing good. And yourself, Troy?
Hey, I'm just coming out from being under the weather a little bit, but, happens this time of year, but we all power through it in our own way, right?
Oh, yeah. It's been going around. I think all of us have got it at some point, so.
Onward and upward. Power through it for sure. Well, Cam, first of all, tell us a little bit about your season so far. Obviously, the Northstars, record-wise, got off to a real good start. Bit of a stumble lately, but how would you characterize your season so far?
Yeah, just as you said, we had a hot start, so the group knows we're capable of winning, and right now it's just kind of find that way to grind it out. It's a good group this year. We got 9 vets, actually, so 9 guys played in the league last year, so we got a good leadership group. I've been able to play my game and had some good numbers to start off, and right now still, I believe, 5th in the league, so I'm happy with the way I've been playing, just to give my team a chance. So, yeah, it's a good start, long season, so lots of hockey left to play.
Yeah, still top 5 in your league in save percentage, and when it comes to goaltending, that's obviously a number that you want to have as high as possible, so I'm guessing you have to be pretty impressed with that so far.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Do you get a lot of work between the pipes? I mean, what's your average shot load like during a game?
Yeah, it's been pretty good so far. Our D keep a lot of shots at the outside, so even when I get a lot of shots, like I think I would say average would be about 33 right now or so. But they make it easy for me, and a lot of goals that do go in, it's net front scrambles and stuff. So,
second year at the U18 AAA level, if I'm not mistaken. Did you come into this season feeling a lot more confident about what you can accomplish at this level?
Yeah, I feel last year I came in off a good summer with being able to be at Okotoks camp and then go to my first WHL camp with Moose Jaw. And then had lots of ups and downs this year, but coming this year, having a year under my belt, I felt really confident knowing that I've been here before and I can just go in and play my game and come out with some success.
Well, for sure. And obviously it's paying off with a strong start for yourself personally, and hopefully you can help get the Northstars back on track here sooner than later. I'm sure you guys will be able to step out of this little funk and get back to the success that you guys had to start the year. Hey, you guys just took part in the AEHL Showcase up in Edmonton. How'd you enjoy that event?
Oh, last year was a lot of fun. This year was just as much fun. We had a lot more success this time around, going 2-0 rather than 0-3 last year. So fun bus ride up, fun bus ride back, and just a good weekend to bond with some of the guys that we've never played with each other. So I think that's a big weekend at this level, just bring the group together and get you ready for all the games coming up.
Yeah, it's funny, whether it's junior or U18 or even younger groups, it's always that first real road trip of the season that a team looks forward to, isn't it? So you can kind of spend some extra time with the boys away from the ice and really have fun and get to know each other.
Oh, it sure is. Like hockey's a game where it's a 20-man sport. You can't do it with one guy. So when the group can come together, that's the biggest thing.
Chatting with Cam Doucette of the Calgary Northstars U18 AAA division in the Alberta Elite Hockey League. For yourself, obviously you're a bigger goalie, I should say. 6'4", I believe, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, so obviously size is a key part of your game as well. What other characteristics do you think help make you a successful goalie?
I feel my athleticism plays a big part. Being a big goalie, you have a lot more to cover on the net, so it makes your job a little easier, but you got to be able to move well. So I feel my athleticism helps with that. And also my puck play really plays a big part into my game. Being able to play as a third defenseman on the team, it starts our rush up even quicker, and we can get some more offense generated.
Now, I normally like to ask goaltenders who are some of the guys that they try and watch and pick up some habits from, model their games after, but I see you've got a jersey hanging just over your left shoulder, a Boston Bruins jersey. Is that a guy, Tim Thomas, that you grew up watching as a kid?
Yeah, as the jersey shows, I'm a big Bruins fan. Growing up watching Tim Thomas, I got to see my first ever Stanley Cup for Boston being won with him in the net. So I feel he would be one of my biggest idols. And then Tuukka Rask follows him for a close second.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And, like you say, Tim Thomas wins the Stanley Cup, and Tuukka Rask has been a heck of a goalie for a long time for Boston. Who are some of the other pros that, whether it be NHL or wherever else, that other goalies that you've watched over the years that you've picked up from?
Definitely Andre Vasilevsky. I just feel his size, we are the same guy, and his athleticism too. I really like watching him just because of all those reasons, and it's like I can apply his game to mine. So I love watching him.
Very cool. For the Calgary Northstars, being part of that program, obviously that program has been around a long time in the AAA ranks, at the U18 and U15 and 16 levels and whatnot. How much fun is it for you, and how much do you enjoy just being part of that well-established Calgary Northstars program?
Well, like you said, they've been around for a long time, so it's really cool to have the legacy continue on, and I can be a part of it. It's a huge thing when we walk into our dressing room at Max Bell. We have all the pictures of the previous teams, and it's cool knowing that I'll be leaving my culture and legacy there. And it's just something where it's a privilege. Like, not everyone gets to do it, so to take part in it, it means a lot to me.
So after you graduate the Northstars program, you mentioned earlier that you've had a bit of a taste of life at the junior A level and went to WHL camp with Moose Jaw as well. Is that still a goal for you to see if you can perhaps push your hockey career a little bit further and move on past U18?
Yeah, the end goal is to get an education out of hockey. So whether that's being able to go to the Western League or Junior A and move on to NCAA, if I can keep playing hockey and get an education, I think that would be the biggest goal. And then if I am lucky enough to go play pro one day, that's just a bonus.
For sure. Sounds really good. Now, you could admit it. We all know that goalies are weird, right? Like, we all both agree on that?
Oh, yeah. I think everyone can agree on that one.
Okay. That being said, you as a goaltender, what's perhaps the weirdest, whether it's a game day ritual or something throughout the week, or maybe one or two of the weirdest things you do when it comes to goalie?
I think for a goalie, hand-eye is huge. So when I wake up in the morning, I like to juggle my fruit before I eat it. Just a little thing I do just to get my hands going, but then it makes eating my fruit fun. So I think that's probably the weirdest thing I do, but it goes into my rituals and my routines.
Well, I was going to say, it's still useful at the same time.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
For sure. Now, as a goalie, I mean, the last thing you want to do in the world is let one get past you, from the opposing team and whatnot. Now, what kind of goalie are you in terms of bouncing back from that? Do you like it when the teammates come up to you and say, we'll get it back next time, give you the pad tap? Or are you one of those goalies that just says, stay away, let me think about it myself for a moment and just move on your own?
Yeah, I like when my players come up. It's nice to have them come up and just say it's like, oh, it's not your fault, or we'll get it back. And it makes you feel good about yourself. But it's like, at the end of the day, you're the only one in between the pipes at the time. So being able to be there and just shake it off yourself, it's a skill to have. So like skating to the corner and spraying your face with water, it's something that shakes your mind off of it. So it's definitely a skill that a goalie needs to have.
Yeah, short-term memory is a definite asset between the pipes for sure. And just I keep spying on your jerseys back there. I think you forgot to mention that one of the best parts about playing for the Northstars is you get to wear those sweet green and gold uniforms from the old Minnesota days. Those look absolutely fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I think when Jesse Hale came into the organization, he changed up our logo, and he definitely did a good job with our jerseys and our uniforms there. I would have a safe bet and safe to say that we have the best uniforms in the league.
There you go. Throwing down the gauntlet to all the other teams in the Alberta Elite Hockey League. I love to hear it. Hey, Kev,
Oh, yeah.
Hey, thanks very much for doing this, man. I really appreciate you taking the time, and all the best going through the rest of this season with the Northstars and beyond.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. This was cool.